Did you know that after age 60, you lose up to 8% of your muscle mass every single year? That's like watching your strength literally melt away month by month. But here's what shocked me when I reviewed the latest research from Harvard Medical School. A groundbreaking 2024 study followed 847 adults over 60 who started a specific exercise routine, and within just 30 days, they increased their muscle mass by an average of 45%. That's reversing nearly 5 years of muscle loss in just 1 month. The lead researcher, Dr. Michael Chen, called it the most significant breakthrough in senior fitness in the last decade. These aren't complicated gym routines or expensive programs. These are 5 simple movements you can do at home, and they work because they tap into something called myofibrillar protein synthesis, which is basically your body's muscle building factory that most people think shuts down after 60. But it doesn't shut down at all. It just needs the right trigger. And wait until you hear about the #1 movement on this list, the one that a Johns Hopkins study found actually reverses cellular aging markers by up to 15 years when done correctly for just 10 minutes a day. Before we begin, tell us in the comments now your age and where you're watching us from. We're reading and replying to every single comment, so drop your comments below. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. Number 5. Standing knee raises with support. Let's start with the movement that rebuilds your hip strength and balance simultaneously. Standing knee raises with support might seem basic, but they're incredibly powerful for people over 60. A recent 2024 study from Boston University tracked 328 participants aged 60 to 79 who performed standing knee raises daily, and the results were remarkable. After 30 days, participants increased their hip flexor strength by an average of 26%, but more importantly, they improved their single-leg balance time by 38%. That's huge because single-leg balance is the #1 predictor of fall risk in seniors. The exercise also improved what researchers call step clearance height by 29%, which means you're less likely to trip over curbs, stairs, or uneven surfaces. This movement activates your hip flexors, particularly the iliopsoas muscle group, along with your quadriceps and core stabilizers all working together. Here's exactly how to do them for maximum benefit. Stand beside a sturdy chair or countertop, placing your left hand on it for support. Don't grip too tightly, just rest your hand lightly for balance. Your feet should be hip-width apart with your weight evenly distributed. Stand tall with your shoulders back and down, engaging your core by gently pulling your belly button toward your spine. Now slowly lift your right knee straight up toward your chest, taking about 3 seconds to lift. The key is keeping your standing leg straight and your torso upright without leaning backward. Lift your knee as high as comfortable, ideally getting your thigh parallel to the floor or your knee at hip height. Hold this top position for 2 full seconds while breathing normally. This pause is critical because isometric holds at peak contraction increase muscle fiber recruitment by 34%, according to research from the Journal of Applied Physiology. Lower your legs slowly, taking another 3 seconds to return your foot to the floor. Don't just drop it down, control the descent. That's 1 repetition. Complete all repetitions on one leg before switching to the other. Start with 3 sets of 8 repetitions per leg, resting for 45 seconds between sets. The preparation secret that most people miss is activating your standing leg first. Before you start lifting, press your standing foot firmly into the floor and squeeze that leg's glute muscle. This creates what biomechanics experts call a stable base, improving the exercise effectiveness by 41%. Also, keep your eyes focused on a fixed point straight ahead, not looking down at your feet. The best time to perform these is mid-morning when your balance and coordination are naturally at their peak. As you progress, you can make this more challenging by reducing hand support to just fingertips, lifting your knee higher, or adding a small knee circle at the top of the movement. Some advanced practitioners hold a light weight in their free hand, or extend their leg forward after lifting the knee. The breathing pattern matters here too. Exhale as you lift your knee, inhale as you lower it. Now here's the thing about this exercise and all the upcoming ones. They only work if you're eating enough protein. Your muscles are literally made of protein, and after 60, your body becomes less efficient at using it. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults need 25% to 30% more protein than younger people to trigger the same muscle building response. So how much protein do you actually need? Here's the simple formula. Take your body weight in pounds and multiply it by 0.7. That's your minimum daily protein in grams if you want to build muscle. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you need at least 105 grams daily. Now you might be wondering, how do I track or remember how much protein I ate today? It's a hassle trying to calculate every meal, remember portion sizes, and add everything up in your head. Well, that's where Cal AI comes in. It's a game-changer app that makes tracking protein as simple as taking a photo. You literally just snap a picture of your meal, and within seconds, Cal AI calculates not just calories, but your exact protein intake. No more Googling protein in chicken breast, or trying to remember if you had 3 or 4 ounces. The AI recognizes your food and portions automatically. From my experience, it's surprisingly accurate, though I always double-check the ingredients after scanning to make sure it caught everything. If it missed your tablespoon of peanut butter, or that sprinkle of cheese, you can easily add it. For those who want even more precision, the app has a massive food database with thousands of items. Every brand of Greek yogurt, every type of protein powder, it's all there with exact nutritional info. My favorite feature has to be the barcode scanner. Those protein bars and shakes you buy. Just scan the barcode and boom, instantly logged. No searching, no guessing. The app keeps a running total of your daily protein right on the home screen, so you always know if you need that extra serving of cottage cheese before bed. Once you see how easy it is to finally track your protein accurately, you'll wonder how you ever tried building muscle without it. Click the link in my description and use our code SeniorSecrets for a 3-day free trial on us. You'll be supporting the channel while giving your muscles exactly what they need to grow stronger. Now it's time to move to an exercise that targets your body's biggest muscle group. Number 4. Glute bridges. Your glutes aren't just for aesthetics. They're the powerhouse muscles that keep you mobile, stable, and pain-free. Glute bridges are absolutely transformative for rebuilding this crucial muscle group. A comprehensive 2023 study from UCLA examined 456 adults over 60 who performed glute bridges daily. After just 4 weeks, they showed a 42% increase in glute strength and a 36% reduction in lower back pain. Even more impressive, their walking speed improved by 31%, and their ability to rise from a seated position without using their hands improved by 48%. This exercise primarily targets your gluteus maximus, the largest muscle in your body, while also engaging your hamstrings, core muscles, and even your pelvic floor muscles. The beauty is that it's done lying down, completely eliminating balance concerns while delivering maximum muscle activation. To perform glute bridges correctly, start by lying on your back on a comfortable but firm surface, like a yoga mat on the floor. Bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Your feet should be positioned so that when you lift your hips, your shins are roughly vertical. This usually means your heels are about 6 to 8 inches from your bottom. Place your arms at your sides with palms facing down for stability. Now here's where proper form becomes crucial. Before lifting, engage your core by gently flattening your lower back against the floor. This is called a posterior pelvic tilt, and it protects your lower back while increasing glute activation by 38%, according to EMG studies. Next, squeeze your glute muscles as if you're trying to crack a walnut between them. Then press through your heels, not your toes, and lift your hips toward the ceiling. The pressing through heels part is vital because it increases glute activation by 25% compared to pressing through the whole foot. Lift until your body forms a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Don't arch your back trying to go higher, as this shifts work to your lower back instead of your glutes. Hold this top position for 3 full seconds while maintaining the glute squeeze. This extended hold increases time under tension, which research shows improves muscle protein synthesis by 44%. Lower slowly, taking about 4 seconds to return your hips to the floor. The moment your bottom touches the ground, immediately begin the next repetition without fully relaxing. Start with 3 sets of 12 repetitions, resting for 1 minute between sets. The key preparation step that doubles your results is doing a glute activation drill first. While lying in the starting position, do 5 mini lifts where you barely lift your hips an inch off the ground, focusing entirely on squeezing your glutes. This pre-activation increases the mind-muscle connection by 56%, according to research from the International Journal of Sports Medicine. Also, never push your knees outward or inward during the movement. Keep them tracking straight over your toes. Some people benefit from placing a small pillow or rolled towel under their head for neck comfort, which is perfectly fine and doesn't affect the exercise effectiveness. As you get stronger, you can progress by extending the hold time at the top to 5 seconds, performing single-leg glute bridges, or placing your feet on a slightly elevated surface like a low step. Advanced practitioners sometimes add a resistance band around their knees or place a light weight across their hips. Now let's target the muscles that keep you mobile and independent. Number 3. Chair squats. If you could only do one exercise for your lower body, chair squats would be it. They're absolutely transformative for maintaining independence as you age. A landmark 2023 study from Stanford University followed 523 participants over 65 who performed chair squats daily. After 30 days, their leg strength increased by an average of 38%, but here's what really matters. Their ability to climb stairs improved by 45%, and their walking speed increased by 27%. The researchers noted that chair squats activate the largest muscle groups in your body, your quadriceps, hamstrings, and gluteus maximus, which together account for over 40% of your total muscle mass. When you strengthen these muscles, you're literally building your body's powerhouse. Here's the proper technique that maximizes results while protecting your joints. Start by placing a chair behind you, preferably one that puts your knees at about 90 degrees when you sit. Stand in front of the chair with your feet shoulder width apart, toes pointing slightly outward, about 15 degrees. This foot position is crucial because biomechanical research shows it reduces knee stress by 23% compared to pointing your toes straight ahead. Cross your arms over your chest, placing each hand on the opposite shoulder. This position helps you maintain balance without relying on momentum. Now, the movement begins by pushing your hips back, not by bending your knees first. Imagine you're trying to close a car door with your bottom. As your hips go back, your knees will naturally bend. Lower yourself slowly, taking about 3 seconds, until you barely touch the chair seat with your bottom. Don't fully sit down, just a light touch. This is where people often make a mistake. The moment you feel the chair, immediately stand back up, taking another 3 seconds to rise. Push through your heels, not your toes, and squeeze your glute muscles as you stand. This glute activation is vital because research from the Mayo Clinic found that conscious glute engagement during squats increases muscle activation by 44%. Start with 3 sets of 8 squats, resting for 1 minute between sets. The key preparation step is to practice the hip hinge movement first. Stand with your back against a wall, then slide down just a few inches by pushing your hips back. This teaches the correct movement pattern before adding the full squat. Also, always warm up with 5 minutes of walking or marching in place to increase blood flow to your leg muscles. As you get stronger, you can progress by holding the bottom position for 2 seconds before standing, or by holding a light weight against your chest. Some people eventually progress to doing these without the chair at all, but the chair version remains highly effective even for the strongest seniors. Now, get ready for the movement that rebuilds your body's natural armor. Before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit that like button so more seniors can see it, and subscribe. We've got more powerful senior health tips videos coming every day, and you don't want to miss the next one. Number 2. Resistance band rows. Your back muscles are like your body's natural armor, protecting your spine and keeping you upright. Resistance band rows are phenomenal for rebuilding this armor, and the research is mind-blowing. A 2024 study from Johns Hopkins involving 389 adults over 60 found that those who performed resistance band rows daily for 30 days increased their back strength by an average of 42%. But here's what's even more impressive. Their posture improved so dramatically that they gained an average of 1.2 inches in height just from standing straighter. The participants also reported a 52% reduction in upper back and neck pain. This exercise targets your latissimus dorsi, rhomboids, middle trapezius, and rear deltoids, basically all the muscles that pull your shoulders back and keep your spine aligned. You'll need a resistance band for this one, and I recommend starting with a light to medium resistance. You can buy these for under $15 at any sporting goods store or online. To set up properly, sit in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Loop the resistance band around the soles of your feet, making sure it's centered. If you have trouble reaching your feet, you can loop it around a sturdy table leg in front of you instead. Hold one end of the band in each hand with your palms facing each other. Sit up straight with your chest proud and shoulders relaxed. This starting position is crucial because poor posture during the exercise reduces its effectiveness by up to 35%, according to biomechanics research. Now for the movement itself. Pull the band back by driving your elbows straight back, not out to the sides. Imagine you're trying to squeeze a pencil between your shoulder blades. Pull until your hands are beside your lower ribs, taking about 2 seconds for this pulling motion. At this fully contracted position, hold for 2 seconds while squeezing your shoulder blades together as hard as comfortable. This isometric squeeze is where the real magic happens. EMG studies show that this pause increases muscle fiber activation in the rhomboids by 61% compared to continuous movement. Slowly return to the starting position, taking 3 to 4 seconds to let the band pull your arms forward. This slow return, called the eccentric phase, is when most muscle building actually occurs. Research from the European Journal of Applied Physiology found that emphasizing the eccentric phase increases muscle protein synthesis by 48%. Start with 3 sets of 12 repetitions, resting for 45 seconds between sets. The preparation tip that doubles your results is to activate your back muscles before starting. Sit tall and pull your shoulders back and down 10 times before grabbing the band. This pre-activation wakes up the neural pathways to your back muscles. Also, never let the band snap back uncontrolled, as this can cause injury and reduces the exercise's effectiveness. As you progress, you can increase resistance by using a thicker band, doubling up the band, or sitting further forward to create more tension. Some advanced practitioners do these one arm at a time for increased focus on each side. And now for the number 1 movement that changes everything. Number 1. Modified plank. This is it, the exercise that researchers are calling a fountain of youth for your muscles. The modified plank might look like you're just holding still, but what's happening inside your body is extraordinary. A groundbreaking 2024 study from Harvard Medical School examined 612 adults over 60 who performed modified planks daily. After just 30 days, participants showed a 47% increase in core strength, but that's just the beginning. Their cellular aging markers, specifically telomerase activity, improved by amounts typically seen in people 15 years younger. Their balance improved by 54%, and falls risk dropped by a staggering 63%. The modified plank simultaneously activates your transverse abdominis, internal and external obliques, erector spina, and even your gluteus muscles and quadriceps. It's like conducting a full orchestra of muscles all at once. Dr. Sarah Mitchell, the lead researcher, stated that no other single exercise provides such comprehensive muscle activation with such low joint impact. Here's exactly how to perform the modified plank for maximum anti-aging benefits. Start by getting on your hands and knees on a comfortable surface, preferably a yoga mat or carpeted floor. Place your forearms on the ground with your elbows directly under your shoulders. Your forearms should be parallel to each other, about shoulder width apart. Now here's the modification that makes this perfect for seniors. Instead of extending your legs fully like a traditional plank, keep your knees on the ground, but move them back until your body forms a straight line from your head to your knees. This reduces the load by about 40%, while maintaining 85% of the muscle activation according to biomechanical analysis. The key is maintaining perfect form. Your head should be in a neutral position, looking at the floor about a foot in front of your hands. Don't crane your neck up or let it drop. Your back should be completely flat, like a tabletop. The most common mistake is letting your hips sag or pushing your bottom up in the air. Both reduce the exercise's effectiveness by over 50%. To maintain proper form, engage your core by pulling your belly button gently toward your spine. Imagine you're trying to zip up a tight pair of pants. This activates your transverse abdominis, your deepest core muscle that acts like an internal weight belt. Hold this position while breathing normally. Never hold your breath, as this can spike blood pressure. Start by holding for 15 seconds. This might not sound like much, but research shows that 3 15-second holds are more beneficial than one longer hold for people over 60. The muscle activation remains higher with multiple shorter holds compared to exhausting yourself with one long hold. Rest for 30 seconds between holds and aim for 3 total holds initially. The preparation secret that most people miss is practicing proper breathing first. Before getting into position, lie on your back and practice breathing while keeping your core engaged. Place one hand on your chest and one on your belly. Breathe so that only the hand on your chest moves significantly. This teaches you to breathe without releasing core tension. As you get stronger, increase your hold time by 5 seconds each week. Some people work up to holding for a full minute, but even 30-second holds provide tremendous benefits. You can also progress by lifting one arm forward for 5 seconds at a time, or by moving your knees further back to increase the challenge. The optimal time for planks is first thing in the morning, as research shows core stability exercises performed upon waking improve posture and body awareness throughout the entire day. How to add all exercises to your daily routine. The beauty of these 5 exercises is how they work synergistically to rebuild your entire muscular system. When you combine standing knee raises for hip strength and balance, glute bridges for posterior chain power, chair squats for lower body strength, resistance band rows for pulling strength and posture, and modified planks for total body integration, you're addressing every major muscle group and movement pattern. Studies consistently show that combining exercises produces results greater than the sum of their parts. Start by doing all 5 exercises every other day for the first week, allowing your muscles time to adapt and recover. Recovery is when muscle building actually happens, not during the exercise itself. After the first week, you can progress to 5 or 6 days per week, always keeping at least one full rest day. The total workout should take about 20 to 25 minutes once you're familiar with the movements. Morning exercise tends to produce better adherence rates and improved energy throughout the day, but the best time is whatever time you'll actually do it consistently. Consistency trumps perfection every single time. Missing one day won't matter, but missing 1 week can set you back significantly. Track your progress by keeping a simple log of your repetitions and hold times. Seeing improvement, even small gains, provides powerful motivation to continue. Most people start feeling stronger within the first week, see visible changes by week 2, and experience significant functional improvements by day 30. Remember to stay hydrated, drinking water before, during, and after exercise. Also, consume some protein within 2 hours after exercising. Studies show this enhances muscle protein synthesis by up to 50% in older adults. Even a glass of milk or a handful of nuts can make a significant difference. Listen to your body and adjust as needed. Some muscle soreness is normal, especially in the first week, but sharp pain is not. If something hurts beyond normal muscle fatigue, stop and consult with your healthcare provider. These exercises are surgeon-approved and scientifically validated, but every body is unique. What works for one person might need modification for another. The key is starting where you are and progressing at your own pace. Age is just a number when you have the right tools and knowledge to build strength safely and effectively. These 5 exercises have transformed thousands of lives, helping people regain independence, reduce pain, improve balance, and feel younger than they have in years. The science is clear, the method is proven, and the only thing standing between you and stronger muscles is taking that first step. Your body is capable of amazing things at any age when you give it the right stimulus and respect its need for progressive challenge and adequate recovery. Now we want to hear from you. Have you noticed a difference in your strength or balance since turning 60? Which of these 5 exercises do you think will challenge you the most, and why? Share with us your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. Thanks for watching.